It's just another day. It's just another day. It's just another day. It's just another day. It's just another day.
But it's a huge fucking
Yeah.
sell spot for these pops and shit. And you can trade, sell, do the whole thing. But I would bet they do magic cards as well, and then you can legit just put them up there, put a price on.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can. It'll allow people to make offers,
Well,
buy
they have
bundles, whatever.
TGC is another place to sell cards. The problem with that is I don't know how to package and send them, and it just
I
seems
would.
like that's a very
You just gotta get sleeves.
interesting
Like,
thing. Well, you have
just
to get sleeves,
get.
but then like a way of putting the cards so that they don't get bent or fucked up in transport.
Your best bet is either get a sleeve or don't, and just get a piece of the like hard plastic to put it in, like the actual
Yeah, like these
like
things.
exactly, like get like the nice ones that are built for the cards, and then you would just send it in like the envelopes from FedEx or USPS, whatever.
Yeah.
Throw them
But
bitches in
again, like,
there.
so then I'm paying like, like $2 plus whatever the plastic costs to put the card in to sell for like 30. Like I don't know. Like I start
See
going,
that's
I start running
see
the
but that's
numbers, and I'm like, that is a bit of work when I can just sell it to a store that I'm eventually gonna buy the stuff from anyway.
that's true, but you might make more money, and like on this site here at least, like if you're like
Ooh,
selling this card, selling it with this protector for this many dollars, and then your shipping's this, because you do have to add shipping to it, because obviously it has to get there somehow.
yeah,
Everything's got the prices divvied out, so you know that like you're starting it. Yes, as a $10 card. You owe me $1 for the hard case or $2, whatever it is, so $12 plus $4 for shipping.
mm-hmm,
But once again, the whole point is like they couldn't find it somewhere else, so they're going to this site for a reason. Make a
yeah.
couple bucks, get cash, build it up, and then still spend it however you want, instead of just getting a little less money for trade-ins usually, because I'm sure they're kind of
You get
giving you a little bit
60%
less.
of the value in store credit, which is like,
It's not bad,
it's
but
not
like
the worst, but
100% cash
it
is
is
nice.
like, yeah, it is one of those things where like, essentially, yeah, if I were to sell it myself, I technically would make like 80 to 75% of the profit, because you got to think there's probably a fee on most of the sites you sell stuff. You have to buy the stuff to send it, mail it out, hope that person pays you right away,
Well, that's the nice thing about this site. Like, so for the Macari site at least, they pay you first.
hmm
The transaction's done.
Then it's up to
Boom,
you
boom,
to
and
sell it.
right. Well, then you just ship it out. Then after that, all you got to do is take care of the shipping.
hmm
So as long as you get that set, you are you are all good.
Ooh, that coffee's strong. All right,
There's
fuck.
all sorts of options to get yourself set though. You just have to see what those card sleeves cost. The ones the nice hard ones and shit.
hmm
See what that'll run you to ship them out, and then nobody's gonna be mad about an extra sleeve. Like if you're in that community, somebody's always gonna want an extra thin sleeve or hard sleeve for something they got. They're always gonna want to put something in something.
Yeah, that's why I'm not too worried. I
Oh
mean,
yeah.
it's just what it is. What it is. I was like, fuck it. Oh yeah. All right, we can start. Should we start the episode?
Yeah, what are we doing today anyway? What's this episode gonna be?
Yeah, whatever we want. We can chill, tell stories, look at people's Netflix. We can do whatever. I don't give
Yeah,
a
like I
fuck.
said, I got a great poop story that just fucked me up.
Well, fuck yeah. All right. Welcome to. I'm gonna leave everything in that we've just talked about, because fuck it. I just want to. We're making this a
Let it
long
roll
intro.
in,
This is just another day with
David.
Adam?
Elliot. I want a dramatic pause for a moment. I don't know why. It just felt.
And
It
me,
just felt. Yeah, it just felt right.
Elliot.
I will say I don't like. I hate. I. I've been listening to Shameless podcast, which is Will Arnett's podcast with Jason Bateman, and I forget the
Oh
other
shit.
guy's name. It's their other buddy who's really funny, and I feel bad because I don't remember his name. And every episode they
Grace.
bring on a random guest, and they've had like Paul McCartney, and the one I listened to today that was like amazing was George Clooney.
Oh no shit.
And Clooney was fucking charming and relentless, because I guess him and Bateman are really good friends.
Oh,
Like,
all right. That's what's up.
because like
Yeah.
when they were both TV actors, they just
Yeah,
hung out.
sure.
And he tells some fucked up stories that you're just like, are you shitting me? Apparently, like he tells some of his like legendary pranks, because apparently he's a mega prankster. And it's
Wait,
just
which one? Bateman or Clooney?
Clooney. Clooney is a
Awesome.
big goofer, man. He's like
Oh yeah,
just
he's
fucks with
huge.
people.
That's what you want to hear.
Huge
I know.
character.
I'm like, God damn it! Like, what a fucking legend and awesome dude. So I highly recommend people check that out. Like, I feel like it's a podcast that more people should get into. I was listening to the episode of Bob Odenkirk on my way home, and I fucking love Bob Odenkirk. I mean, Better Call Saul is one of the greatest shows ever. And I didn't finish season 4's last episode and started the season 5. I've been waiting because I'm like, I get scared because I watch that show and I just don't want to do anything else. I'm like, fuck. In
I
my
gotta
opinion,
check. I still haven't watched that.
in my opinion, in my humble opinion, I think it rivals the last season of Breaking Bad.
Yeah?
Because in the last season of Breaking Bad, my biggest issue is always going to be Jesse Pinkman. And like the episodes we just wasted with him in a pit, and it's just like fucking. Spoiler alert for a show that's been off the fucking air for 10 years or so, but yeah,
Whoa, dude.
it just.
Whoa.
I
I'm
didn't
here to
get to it yet.
fucking
Hold on,
throw it.
man.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck.
I haven't fucking watched it yet.
Adam, you're not going to. That's
Yeah,
that-
you're damn right I'm not.
that's beside the point. No, it is.
Yeah.
It is
Maybe
just
someday I will, but
like me with The Office. Yo, I vouched. I'm gonna wait another 10 years, then I might give The Office a chance.
Shit, by then they'll already have fucking Office Series 2 on.
I hope. I
They'll
mean,
they'll be working on the whole next series.
I get so pissed at people who are obsessed with The Office, and they're so fucking annoying and just like, I don't know. Like, I just hate the people that are like obsessed with it, and that's all they talk about or all they watch. Like,
I think when you watch it,
Call
it'll
of
feel
the
a little
Office.
different though.
I don't know.
I mean it's good, but I can't like continuously watch it over and over and over again like a lot of people can. It gets old.
Right? Super
I don't know if
unrealistic.
there's the best part of that show isn't just the fact that it's funny. It's a show that like if you have shit to do and you just put it on the background, you're never not gonna have like a giggle or something while it's going on. You don't have to be invested in it. You just like I
Yeah.
watched this fully through. I know the jokes. I know what's going on. It was funny then. It's still funny now, but at least if it's in the background, I'm just kind of like, haha, keep going. It's the same shit people do with Seinfeld, Friends,
But at least
any of those
Seinfeld,
sitcoms.
like those people are believable characters. Where like if you watch The Office, you're like, how are these people like A, real and like supposed to be real characters, and B, how are they not in jail for most of them for being fucking like crazy like psychopath people? Like
I don't know,
Seinfeld, you
man. It
watch and you're
doesn't
like,
seem.
Costanza's reasonable of a human being, but like, yo, if fucking John Krasinski or whatever however you say his name, if
Yeah,
that
John Krasinski.
Krasinski, if his character was a real person, that guy's a serial killer.
What? Why is he a serial killer?
Because just
Well,
his
he's
level,
the villain of the show.
yeah, his level of prankery and fucking around and like, he's like the Joker for Dwight as Batman. You know what I mean? Like you just look at it and you're like, and again,
That's exactly what it
I've
is.
never
I'd say you're getting
watched
it.
a
That's
full
it. You're hitting
episode.
the nail on the head.
But that's what I'm saying. So like
Yeah.
that's not how a real like if there's a human like that, that person's going to jail. Like you know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah, but you also have to watch it
Not
from
if you're John
from the.
Krasinski.
You got to see the Dwight point of view episodes though, because Dwight's not innocent. It's not like he's just some helpless dude getting maliciously pranked over and over.
I guess so, but it's just one of these things where like I look at like how everything's ran. I don't know. I don't see any of those characters as real people. Like when you watch Workaholics, you're like, I've literally seen these type of human beings in my office. Like I've
Well,
seen
yeah,
them.
it's just a show of dirtbags though. That's the point. Like every place has like millennial dirtbags. That's just how that works.
Yeah. Or
It's
like
not like you. I'd be more concerned if you were like, "Yo, I've never seen a person like that in my life." I'd be like, "Really? Do you go outside?"
Well, it's like that's why I can watch It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia because you watch the evolution of where they started and what they become.
Yeah, serial killers and
Yeah, like they're legit. Like you watch that and you're like, these people were already like you could already tell there was something wrong with them, and then it's not like it's a stretch that people can be like them, and it's a social commentary on that.
well, the way you know the show is going to end as they start honest to God revealing the true nature of the characters. Like
Hmm.
Dennis will probably be the last one, but like Mac, they took like 11 seasons to do Gay Mac.
Yep.
And that's been brewing since day one. You know, that's been like those weird little hints over and over and over until finally they
He's
just
there.
pushed it. They were like, all right, we'll throw it out. And at some point, they're gonna show that like Frank is actually not some short, weird little dude. He's just some broke, regular guy who never actually did anything in his life. The Deandra and fucking, Sweet D and I don't even know what she's gonna be, honestly. She's probably still gonna be in her aluminum monster
I hope she
outfit.
becomes an actual actress at some point, like famous, and I hope that like it eventually they find, because like the the one story that's always going on in the background but has yet to been confirmed is I want the episode where Frank takes a DNA test and finds out he's Charlie's dad, and that's it. Like, and Dennis will just be a serial killer.
That's kind of where I think that's gonna lean towards for sure. If Charlie is, I mean, actually kind of hard to say. Like, I want Charlie to be Frank's like illegitimate fucking bastard child, like a
Mhm.
lot. But at the same point, there isn't enough similarities
Did you
to
fuck
really
my
push
mom,
it the rest
Santa?
way.
Did
Fuck
you
my mom,
fuck my
Santa?
That's what I mean. It's a phenomenal show, though. Like that's why I think that's like I don't know. Maybe because I haven't consecutively watched episodes of The Office, like I don't get it. But like Schitt's Creek is a show where like characters become like characters are despicable, but they're realistic, and then they become people. And I think that's what I look for in a show. Like Frasier is like a perfect example of a show that's like it is super like you watch the beginning of Frasier and you're like, wow, what the fuck is this? And then like you watch the characters grow and become people, and you're like, oh, okay, I get this now.
Yeah, but every show you watch, the characters are obviously over dramatized, or else it would just be a reality show of boring shit.
Yeah, I
It
don't
would
know.
be an actual documentary of people in an office stapling papers and making cold calls.
Well, it could also just be like the culture of the people that watch it that just like are the most obnoxious like with it. Like they're the people who probably like while the episode's happening quote it as it's happening or like right before it happens and like ruins it for you, like those people. That's what
I think
most of the people that
I
I know
think
that watch that show are like. Like I never do that for It's Always Sunny. If somebody's like, "Oh, I've never seen this episode," I'm like, "Oh, get ready to enjoy Day Man," and I won't fucking ruin anything for it.
I think once you watch it on your own, you'll feel better.
What are the rules? What are the rules?
Gonna say the N word.
Yeah, it's like whoa. That's what I mean. Like I don't know. I guess it's just it's probably me having a stigma against people in the show. But I will say his movies are pretty damn good. So
Which particular person? Steve Carell? Is that what you're referring to
yeah,
for
Steve
his
Carell's
movies?
movies.
'Cause-
Oh man, what was that one? The Bruce Almighty
oh, Evan
ripoff?
Almighty.
Evan
Evan Almighty.
Almighty. Yeah,
Well, yeah, he was in both movies. He was great in fucking Bruce Almighty too. He's such a fucking prick.
I just think like that's such a
That's
funny
well, that's
character.
honestly that's one of the best things. Like honestly, Steve Carell is hilarious.
Oh, he's
Funniest
funny.
guy. Plays an even better dickhead.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy. I'm like, yo, that man has range that people just don't talk about. He's so good. He's such a solid actor.
Like Will Arnett, man. Will Arnett.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Watch him in anything. He's so funny.
Oh, yeah, he's always good. Will Arnett's always a win.
Oh yeah, I didn't get to tell you guys. I watched that escape room movie.
The sequel one?
No, the first one. I watched the
Oh, the
first,
first one? All right.
Actually, pretty good. I was.
It's all right.
It was
It's
better than I was expecting a movie like that to be. It actually had some scary
Yeah.
moments.
that's a good way to say that. Like, it's better than you think it is, but it's still a straight up bozo of a movie. But it's nice that somebody took a chance on something different and interesting at least.
Yeah, I don't know. It's like it made me think
It
of
didn't
like
just make some bullshit. Totally.
yeah, it made me think of like I don't know, like how that movie made me go where turtles is possible. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like because like it's such a fucking dumb idea to be like, what if escape rooms killed you? Like,
Yeah, they kind of took almost like they were like, all right, let's put an escape room as like the main idea, and then how do we take like Cabin in the Woods and fucking like Saw and blend these motherfuckers together
yeah.
inside of an escape room or multiple escape rooms?
Adam, you would enjoy this film because of like the fact that the despicable characters in it are so despicable that it's great. Like, and there's a dad character that is like the most dad ever. Like, no shit. Like, just wears dad clothes, tells dad jokes. Like, is straight up just dadding everybody during these fucking escape rooms. It's
Hell
great.
yeah.
I was like,
Shit you want to see.
honestly, I was like, if Adam ever like had a character in a movie that he could play, it's that role. I was like, Adam would be the best
father.
best dad in a movie. Or uncle. I would make you the uncle, because like the uncle is always like the guy who's just like, hey, I'm here to have a good time. Sees like a kid pouring booze in a cup and doesn't say anything. Just goes, you're gonna have to refill that water. Like, it's like the fucking role I see you playing ever. That'd be dope.
Whoa, I don't promote underage drinking, okay?
No. I'm not saying they're
You
underage. I
don't?
just said you're
You
just
don't?
watching them
Hold on.
drink.
I
Just trying to
will
make sure.
publicly say that. I will publicly say that I don't promote underage drinking.
I got you covered, Adam.
Ooh. Ooh. Party for everyone.
Yeah, I feel that though. I don't promote underage drinking and underage driving. If you're not old enough to drive, don't do it.
Listen,
Yeah.
I'm not a role
dummies.
model. I'm not a role model here.
I'm the opposite of a role model.
You live your
I'm
life.
just a model.
I'm just a male model. But why male
You-
models?
Yeah.
Today I was a male model. I had to get headshots at work, and it was like fucking nightmare. Cause like
What, for like ID cards or something? Or?
no, for my fucking pictures
For a
and like
website?
website, my email, and for client things. Cause like I technically work underneath like the top salesperson, so like I have the most interactions with people, and eventually in like a few months I'll hopefully make like a fuck ton more. I'll make like portions of commission, so I'll have good money, which will be nice. Cause then I'll be like, trips home. Yeah, I have a trip home in October,
True.
so I gotta figure out what date. I know the
That's what's
wedding is
up.
like the 10th. I
Who's
think
getting married?
my stepbrother Harry,
There
the
you
man
go.
he did
That's what's
business
up.
with. I won't say what kind of
Harry.
business, but we did business with.
We did business.
Yeah, man.
Is he marrying that the same girl he's been with like forever? The one
Yeah,
that was
I'm excited for him. Like,
That's nice.
it's gonna be. I know she like her family is kind of religious conservative, not conservative. I don't think that's the right term, but religious people. Yeah, he's getting married on the 10th, so I think I have to fly back probably the 8th or 7th. I don't know when the rehearsal is, but and because I have quite a bit of PTO, I'll
That's
see.
what's up.
I'll see what I can do. I mean, if I have to fucking, I forget how much PTO I actually have. I think I have like 2 weeks. I don't know. I think I have 10 days. I don't
That's
fucking
nice.
know.
Rehearsal's usually the day before, so
Yeah, I don't know. Like, he hasn't given me much details. He was like, "Can you come here in the middle of September for a fitting?" I was like, "No." Like, I already did a fitting. I was like,
yeah.
"I haven't changed sizes." I was like, "So whatever fucking measurements they have, that is me." I was like, "I haven't gained weight. I haven't grown taller." I was like, "That is
Sorry,
just
man. I
I."
gained 4 inches of height since I last seen you.
In my cock. Yeah,
My
no.
cock.
Yeah, I don't know. I just laugh. I was just like, whatever. But yeah, I'll be in town then, so we'll have a banger of a time.
Hell yeah, bitch.
I plan on having a litty time.
That'd be what's up.
Maybe we can all go to a hookah bar, get crunk.
Get crunk on hookah.
Yeah, Adam, have you done a hookah bar?
No.
I know you're not much of like a
I've
smoker.
been, I've been to one before, but it wasn't for
Oh
anything special.
man. We'll split one, cause like I know I can't do a full fucking hookah by myself, cause I'm a pussy. Like when Dave and I did it that one time. I mean, I also was like pretty tanked before we went there, because David and I were
Yeah.
having a good old time, doing what we do, taking vitamins.
Is what it is.
And we took our vitamins, and then we went there, and like I was already fucked up, and I was supposed to go like, I think I was only supposed to hang out with David because I was stopping at the pharmacy to get vitamins, and then he was like, you want to go try this hookah bar out? And I was thinking like, man, all right, sure, like I'll chill there for like an hour. And then like we get there with his buddies, and like then there's people there that David knows, So we end up pulling up at the couch with all these people. We had like 5 hookahs around us, and they had like the perfect playlist on as we're just all doing like, and you
Yeah.
get like a like sugar cube of whatever the flavor is, blah blah blah, and like it was like 2.5 hours of just chilling there, listening to like fucking brilliant music. It was like lounge
Yeah.
music. It was like
It's so
lo-fi
nice.
lounge music as we were all just sitting there, just like getting a fucking tobacco high.
Chatting away, doing a thing.
Yeah, just chit chatting, everybody just sampling different flavors from each other, being like, "What you got?" But it
I
was
forget who
it
was
a good
all there.
time.
That was a minute ago. That
You,
was a while
me,
ago.
Gunner, I think was there. And if not
Quite
Gunner, it was your
quite
other buddy.
possibly.
It was your other buddy that was at our place in Mechanicsburg that one time.
Oh, Ian?
It might have been Ian,
Okay.
and
Yeah.
then 2 other people that were there that you knew, but we didn't like. I don't remember their names. Like I said, I was fucking annihilated by the end of that
Yeah.
because I was buzzed one way and then I was buzzed the other way, and I was like, and I
I'm
looked,
buzzing.
and
I'm
Chelsea,
everywhere.
like my phone, like I didn't know, but my phone was on silent and in my pocket, and I couldn't feel it vibrating, and like she was like, You okay?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm fine. Why? What's up?" She's like, "It's been 2 to 3 hours." I was like, "Oh, whoops." Like, I'll be home.
Whoopsie daisies, Friday nights.
Yeah, I was like, "Shit, you work," because it was when she worked second shift, so it was like, "Oh, fuck. I'm sorry." That was when we lived in
That
Mechanicsburg.
that was a good night.
That was a good night. That was one of many nights like that.
Yeah, this was a good time.
Hmm.
COVID ruined that.
Yeah, how is it up there with you guys?
It's okay. I mean, nobody's wearing masks. I don't think everyone's fully vaccinated,
Yeah.
but nobody's wearing masks anywhere.
I got my vax, and
Yeah.
I stopped wearing my mask. Except for, I guess you're supposed to wear them when you go into federal buildings like libraries. So I couldn't go
Hmm.
into. I got my library card. So I'm like,
Yeah,
Arthur, baby, having fun
that's what's up.
isn't hard when you have a library card.
I don't know. Every time I see a library card, I never think of anything except the page master, and I'm like, yo, just let me go into an old creepy library.
Is that a
Fucking
wait? Oh, I'm
get the
thinking
paint.
Am I thinking Brave Little Toaster? What's the one where the kid like pulls the sword out of the book? Not Harry Potter, but like, is that the one you're talking about?
Page master's the one that starts off where Christopher Lloyd is the librarian, and he gets in, and it's literally a gigantic fucking library that's in like the shape of like a compass. Every aisle is in like a fucking northeast, south, southeast, blah blah blah. That whole directional thing, like a whole wheel and spoke pattern in the center of it. And when you look up, there's a giant glass fucking ceiling of like pirates, a wizard, fucking dragons, all this other shit, and it turns into like CGI colorful goop.
I think
And then
that is the movie I'm thinking of.
yeah,
Is the kid
flies
with little kid with
down.
glasses?
Yeah, it's Macaulay Culkin. Yeah,
Taskmaster.
and yeah, he's got the glasses and shit.
Oh wait,
Taskmaster is not even close to that.
no, what'd you say?
Way off. No, Page Master. Page Master.
Oh, I'm fucking retarded. The Page Master.
Page Master.
Yeah, this is the movie. Yeah, and he
It's so
becomes a
good.
cartoon. I thought it was Brave
Yep.
Little Toaster because of the cartoon aspect of it.
So is that like your instant, like you're like, yo, cartoon Brave Little Toaster? Like that's the first thing that comes into your
Dude,
mind?
Brave Little Toaster kicks ass.
You guys watching?
Yo.
Like you say that, and I'm imagining like, yo, Adam, I watch The Simpsons. Elliot comes out of nowhere, and he's like, you know, Brave
Yo.
Little Toaster.
Y'all say Brave Little Toaster? Like,
Brave Little Toaster.
goes to
Y'all seen
Mars,
that shit?
baby. Goes to Mars. Dude, oh man. I loved those movies.
It's one way to go. It's not bad. It's not bad.
No, I just think like I mean, I honestly they're probably like a pile of dog shit, but because like when I was a child and that would happen to be
Nah,
like on TV, I was like, what a fucking
Nah,
event.
they're timeless. The only thing that's not timeless that I mentioned, everyone's like, the fuck are you talking about? Is Timmy the Tooth. Talk about Timmy the Tooth, people are like, what the fuck are you even talking
I
about?
thought you were talking about like would be like Atlantis. Do you remember those Atlantis movies? Those animated DreamWorks movies, I think.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're DreamWorks. They're like Disney DreamWorks. The whole, or
Yeah.
no, I think it wasn't DreamWorks. Maybe it was
I remember Burger King had their toys
I think it might be Pixar.
with like their it was Burger King.
No,
or
it wouldn't
Mc-
have been
or was it
Pixar.
McDonald's?
Sure. I don't know who
Yeah,
had the toys.
I'll
Probably
look
both or one of the two.
I just remember getting it was like Happy Meal or Burger King Big Kids Meal because
Yeah,
poor
because
life.
Michael J. Fox was the the voice of the guy, Milo or Milo. Yeah, Milo. Yeah. Oh wait, hold on. It's a straight up Disney. It's a straight up Disney movie.
Oh
Yeah, it's
shit,
Disney.
Yeah.
dude, what a banger though. What a cast. Could name 2 people from it.
Forget who the fuck the cast was, to be honest
Leonard
with you.
Nimoy and
It is
Michael J.
Michael J.
Fox.
Fox. Yeah. Come on,
You scroll
you know
down a little bit.
Jim
You'll see a
Varney.
new one.
Come
Yep.
on, you don't know. Yeah, you don't know Jim Varney. Get real.
John Mahoney? Yeah, but who the fuck is Phil Morris?
I don't know.
I don't know, one of the greatest black voice actors ever. You don't know who Phil Morris is? He's literally been in
Oh,
everything.
you know him when you see him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody knows Phil Morris. I mean, he's in like everything as a voice actor and like a regular dude.
What is he
He'd be,
Dude, he's Jackie Childs.
he'd be doing that live action
He's
shit.
fucking Jackie Childs in Seinfeld.
Oh shit! Wow, he looks because he doesn't have his glasses on. I was like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah.
Is the coffee hot? he's like,
The man just looks different, doesn't he, without the mustache?
yeah, like seriously, that will. I guess I'm face blind or mustache glasses blind.
Mustache glasses. Yeah, mustache glasses. I don't know who
You
you
put
are.
on those fucking little glasses with the nose and the mustache. I have no idea who you are.
You're the reason that Smallville and Metropolis never figured out that Superman and Clark Kent were the same person.
Oh my god, you're breaking the bread right now. That is fucked up. I didn't know that. Spoiler alert, David. Jesus Christ. You're ruining
My
a
bad.
fucking show
My bad.
from the WB from way long ago or whatever they were on.
Hey, the whole series, whole
Mhm.
like DC universe has just been fucked over.
Jesus. Now what am I gonna do? Can't watch
I
those
think-
movies.
I think you'd love this. So I told you I was buying those pops and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Not only have I found some really solid ones, but some of them I'm gonna be selling on that Mercari site or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But I found one that's a keeper for me just because I have to have it. It's an Amazon exclusive one because everybody has like different exclusive ones where you can only get it in one place and that's it, which makes it a little more valuable.
Yeah.
They're still the same price, but the aftermarket after like a year is crazy.
Yeah, because they only make a limited batch.
Exactly, dude. I got Kramer in his underwear from the Calvin Klein fucking ad.
Hell yeah.
It's so awesome, dude. And then I started looking up some of the other ones they did. They have the one where Kramer's dressed up in the golf outfit. They have the Kramer.
The beach.
They have the painting as the background.
Oh,
and
that's
then
awesome.
and then it's just a Kramer Funko Pop doing the pose of the fucking painting. I was like, dude, gotta get my hands on that. And they got the one where he's in the robe eating the sandwich where his hair's all fucking down and shit. And I was like, these are like the best Kramer Pops you could probably make.
I would get a
So I'm
Costanza
gonna start-
shrinkage one where it's him
Oh,
where it's him
no,
in, coming out of the pool.
there's an even better one than that, dude. It's a Target exclusive, and I cannot find it. I keep going to Target every like week to see if I can find it once a week. It's Holistic George from like season 1 or season 2, I think, where he turns purple and he wears the fucking pyramid on his head. Where he drinks that fucking tea from that holistic healer when he couldn't like get fucking free of whatever like cold or whatever he had.
I have to
That
look
one-
up this pop vinyl, Holistic George.
Yeah, Holistic George. It's fucking awesome. Literally, his face is fucking all purple and he's holding the little pyramid on his head. It's so good.
I'll see if I can find it. Yo, Walmart has it for like $15. You can order it online, maybe.
You can order them online, but for me, part of the fun is just catching them like
It's
in
like
the
finding
wild.
them in the wild.
Yeah, because there's anytime you go somewhere, there's so many usually. It's like a big wall of them.
George. I mean,
Only ones I order online are the ones that are online exclusive.
that is pretty solid. I think like there's got to be something too, like just the collector's mindset. Like I don't know, it's that dopamine release of like when you open up something random or if you stumble upon something, you're like, oh, I've done it. I have the luck.
Yep.
Like I don't know.
Yeah.
It's probably the same way with like the ponies, Adam.
The ponies.
Oh yes.
We love the ponies.
That reminds me. Maybe
Well, because like
I'll jump on there. Maybe we'll do a live race here.
hey, nothing wrong with that. I mean, that's the thing. Like, I got a lot of that when I played music because it was one of those things where on stage, like anything could fucking happen, and it was like, back then I was like, I don't need to drink and smoke because I got this, and like, the excitement and the feeling and the fucking nerves before you play, and like the nerves while you play of like I better hit all these notes correctly, and like the other thing is like hopefully my equipment doesn't break, and then like you see someone vibe into your music, like that was like a high. And then like now that I'm retired and I don't bother with that shit, I'm like opening magic cards. Opening magic cards, like playing fucking like Siege and games. I'm like, yeah, this will do.
Feels good. Feels good though.
It
Feels
does. Like
real
I will
good.
say, it's just one of these things where I think like we put like Chelsea and I played Divinity 2 Original Sin.
God, really?
That game's addicting.
No, it's not. I fucking can't stand that game. You really
Really?
played that?
Dude, we're
Oh
playing
my,
it right now. We have a
dude,
good old time.
so unfortunately I know that game's super popular, so I know I'm
Mhm.
gonna be the odd man out for that. But
No,
like
no, that's all right.
that and Diablo and any of those like weird top-down ones like that, I'm like I want to kill myself.
I get it. I get it why
I
people don't like them. I just can't do story mode games, and to me, like for her and I, it's like you shut off your brain and you just go around and you just fucking kill everything, and it's like so therapeutic. It's
Well, I
just
can't play League of Legends either though.
well, I
Same
can't play
reason,
League of
same
Legends
style.
because that community is just a toxic wasteland of people, and like it just there's too much to that game, and it's just not. It's like I've accepted it. I'm old and I can't do that shit. That's why shooters are so easy for me because they have not changed since I was like 14.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
That's why I
30
can.
now. That's 16 years that the same controls have existed for a game.
Yep, just give me something arcadey that I don't have to put too much time into or grind. Let me just play it and be done with it.
Oh fuck! I downloaded Halo 3 for the PC.
Oh, all right.
So I mean,
I'll get that.
eventually we have to like. I'll have to, Adam. I'm going to someday get you a gaming PC so that we can fucking play Halo 3 all of us together, so you can
Sometime
drive us
next year.
around. So you can drive us around like you used to do for me when we would play Halo in your basement, and I could just get as many fucking kills as possible while you drive and run over people, and then they ask you like, fuck man, what the fuck are you doing? It was like the best times. Adam was
You
my
should
driver. It was the
you should
best.
see. I think it's Halo 2 or 3. I'm not sure what it is, but there's a clip of Snoop Dogg going off, getting like a 10 fucking in a row kill streak,
He's actually a
just
gamer.
running. He's just running it, running it. He's sniping the whole time too. He's just like boom, boom, and of course he has some crazy comment after every fucking
Mm-hmm.
snipe, and it just makes you laugh. You're just like, dude, what the fuck? Because it makes you laugh, and then you're just like, wow, he really did just fucking just pop 10 people with one shot, one kill. It's just boom, 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 boom. I was like, god damn, like
And's a
good
gamer.
for you. Yeah, like, good for you, man.
I don't know, like I've started just like this whole kind of like I consider it more of a renaissance of like my gaming idea, like my idea of why I play video games, or like why I watch movies or why I watch TV shows, and I've started going down like what it is that I look for in those moments of playing stuff or like doing stuff. Like a lot of people would consider it a waste of fucking time to play video games for like 2 hours. They're like, oh wow, you wasted 2 hours of your day. But for me, it's like I'm talking with friends around the world. I'm going through a world or doing something that makes it so that I'm not overthinking my existence or overthinking bullshit of work or like relationship bullshit or like family stuff. It just, to me, I'm just like, it's a perfect way of like cutting out like just the noise of just the world. Like I think too many people have like a weird stigmatism towards it, and I started not getting it. I'm like, what? I mean, it's not to say like, yeah, it totally is a fucking waste of time. Like realistically, it's like I could spend that time like lifting weights or like finishing like my screenplays and stuff like that. But like, I don't know. It's a weird thing to try and like explain where it's like, I don't know, after a day of work, do I want to do more work? And like, since I'm getting older, I'm like, not really. Like,
What separates the men from the boys?
yeah, I guess like for some people, they're like, no, man, like you don't accomplish anything without like a certain drive. And I'm like, I get that. But like, for me, like, I have 4 hours of free time during the day because of how long I work and my commute. And then like, I come home and eat. I spend time with Chels, and then like I have maybe 2 hours before I go to bed, and it's like it's not enough time for me to like work out, take a shower, play play video games, and still spend time with her.
Right.
So it's just like I had to pick and choose. So I'm like, I guess I'll put my fitness to the side and just like eat healthy, and then like maybe I'll start doing yoga in the morning, or who fucking knows. That's
I
30,
feel you.
baby. That's being 30. Like these are the choices
Time
we make. Like
time management.
yeah, I feel bad because like I really do want to work on like my physical body, but I'm not privileged enough to live in my mom's basement and like have like her make me meals and allow me to pursue my dreams. Shots fired.
I mean,
Shots
they
fired at a
say
person who most likely will never hear this.
right.
Yeah,
I'll
true.
I'll censor their name, but we all know who I'm talking about.
Stupid bitch. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just one of these things like I laugh at. I'm just like, I don't know. That person contacted me recently and like asked my opinion on like what they've been doing. And like I gave a brutal, honest opinion. They're like, "What do you think of the new song?" And I was like, "Honestly, I think it sounds like fucking stupid and shit." It's like I think the band has gone downhill and the music's dog shit. I was
I
like,
think it's whack.
but I was like, good for you though. I was like, I mean, I was like, I'm saving for a house and like, probably eventually marriage and kids and like all that jazz. I was like, but you keep doing your thing, I guess. Like, how much do you make a
Hey,
year?
do whatever makes you happy.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm like, eventually you have to grow up. Just one of those things. Like, I don't know. Eventually you have to like pay taxes and have responsibility. Own a car.
Some people.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. It is a weird thing. Like, I'm starting to find out, like, I don't know. The idea of like the American dream for people doesn't make sense to a lot of them. Like, my goal in life is to someday have like a fucking bit of land and just like invite everyone over. Like, I get it. Like, you guys will eventually have your own houses and lives and shit. But like, I don't know. I would love to just like make a fucking cul-de-sac of just all of my buddies and everybody have their own house and and do their own shit. Like, all of our kids can play together while we just fuck around. Like, that's the goal. Make a shit ton of money someday so that can happen.
It's the ideal, you know.
Yeah. I don't know. Just moving here like made me start reflecting on that shit. I was like, huh. I was like, what will
I feel
happen if
that.
I ever have like kids and stuff? And I was like, because like you guys are always gonna be like my best friends and shit. And it's just one of those things. I was like, man, I would hope that like I'd hope like someday our kids are like friends. Like I don't know, is it a weird thing? Like, did your parents ever like bring around like their best friend and like make you play with their kids?
You know, it was never for me. It was never like my mom's friends who had kids. It would always be some fucking like, because my family wasn't from here, so it
Yeah,
took a while for them to like still even meet people until I was like a kid. Because I moved here by like a little after like kindergarten, actually. I think.
yeah. And I know Adam's mom and dad are mechanic. Well, Central PA based. I'll say that because it was Carlisle and Mechanicsburg and all that.
Yeah.
And your mom had like the business, and then your dad or your didn't your aunt own Kid Zone?
Kids.
No, they're just
Or they were just
no. It
friends of the
was
owners?
my mom started working there, and that's how we became friends with the owners.
Hmm.
Because it was just down the street, and like she could just bring us there, so she didn't have to pay for like babysitting or anything like that.
Yeah.
So that just kind of worked out that way.
But yeah, I don't know. I was always fascinated by like I don't know the idea like like for me growing up, it's like my friends like, and when I say growing up, like that age is like I think 10 is like when you like meet real friends. But you know what I mean? Like up until 10, I felt like I was just I was friends with either neighbors or like whenever like friends of the family would come over and I would have to be friend like you would have to play with their kids. Like I don't know. I just hope like if I ever have kids that they find the friendship that I found from you guys. I don't know. It's a weird way of describing it.
Yeah, sure, I get that. It's also, I don't
Yeah.
know, man. I know what you're saying by like the whole idea of it, but also I've never had a. I think I think maybe one time my mom went and visited a friend that we went with her.
Mm-hmm.
That it was kind of like, well, you can play with her kids, and they were also like fucking 6 years older than me. It's just like,
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah. You're like, oh, okay.
Like I'm 10. I'm sure a bunch of fucking 16-year-olds want to hang out with a fucking 10-year-old. That makes sense.
Yeah, it's just like I don't know. Like I often think about that because I'm just like I was like I literally like I know that's like shit out of movies where the people are like and the kids are best friends with the best friends' kids, and I was just like, man, I feel like because of how chill like all of us are, if like someday you have kids, hopefully the kids are as chill as we are and like find that common ground. Like the goal is just like someday it's like I have like a daughter or Adam has like a son and they just fucking get married and then it's like sweet dude we're family now high five like you know what I mean like some shit like that where it's like there we go baby
Wait, hold on. So
problem
in this
solved.
scenario, you have a daughter, Adam has a son, and I don't marry your daughter? I don't know.
Yeah, basically
I
no
don't
you you marry Chelsea's mom, remember?
Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you become her dad.
Yeah.
that ass will still be good then.
That still adds up. That's just like
Then
where
it-
my brain goes. Like I just think how fucking like interesting of a world that would be is just like someday something like that happens. But then again, that's a lot of fucking like random shit. But I don't know. I just like I always like in my mind I'm like I can't like I can't not envision a world where like if I have a fucking chance of building like a fucking neighborhood or like you know what I mean like something just ridiculous be like if I somehow struck rich and it was
Right.
just like fuck it I would buy like a plot of land and build a house like I would build
Put a
self
house here and here and here.
yeah, like I would build like maybe like 6 or 7 like like 3 bedroom, 2 bathroom houses, and like one for like my family, like my dad's house, like one for my sister, one for my brother, one for my other brother, one for you guys, like one for you and one for you. You know what I mean? Like I would just do that and just be like, all right, here you go. I built it. You just pay the taxes on it, and then like work whatever job if you want or like not. I don't give a fuck. Like like
You live your life.
pay your utilities. I just built your house. Now we're all neighbors. It's like if you want to hang out, we can hang out. If you don't want to hang out, I don't give a fuck. Like build a lazy river around our fucking cul-de-sac
Yeah.
too, just to have fun. Like I don't know. I would just love that idea.
I
That's
mean,
like the
honestly,
life goal.
it's not even as expensive as you think. Like if you could honestly find people who were like, here's the spot, here's what we're doing. You could probably once you scrounge together the people and the land, once you break that down in a fraction of how many people would be there, it would be so much cheaper
Yeah.
overall by the time you got done with it if it was just all split equally. I mean,
Well,
it
especially
would
because like
be so easy.
I would like, and I like not to say like I wouldn't let I wouldn't let you guys build like pick out the design of your house. To be an asshole, I would be like, look, I'm building like fucking like concrete homes with polished concrete floors, and then the interior you can decorate however you want. It's just like in my mind, I'm like, no, like we build modern fucking style houses that don't have stupid fucking like design to them that isn't practical. Like I would only want a practical house where it's like the roof is going to be fucking like little stones with a drainage system because it's going to look modern and shit, but like you can design the kitchen and shit like however you want. It's just in my mind I'm like, no, like we're building efficient homes that don't have like odd angles. Like I hate the houses that have like a bathroom with a sloped roof. So it's like as soon as you stand up on the toilet, you're fucking nailing your head. Like you know what I mean? Like those style
Yeah.
homes. Like I don't like where you're in the shower and the fucking roof's angled, like shit like that, or like you have a bedroom and for some reason there's like a 3 foot indent right next to the wind. Like you know what I mean? Shit like that just doesn't make sense. Like nah, I'm all about efficiency. Being an efficient home. Like
No, I feel you. That's kind of how I feel. Like houses that have the extremely like if like I like the way like an A-frame house looks like and everything.
mhm.
It's cool, super fucking like classy looking.
A-frames are dope
at
if
the
you're a
same
bachelor because then you just have the loft bedroom.
Yeah, but yeah, exactly. At the same point, it's not really like functional for the space. Like if you could have raised that A-frame up and just did it flat and only put the, the slight curves on the roof to make the water fall off and drain,
Mm-hmm.
you could have a fucking pretty sizable fucking home. You could have a lot more space, and it went like you say, those weird rooms are like, why the fuck is this half a room in the shape of an isosceles triangle? What the fucking geometry is this? Like,
Yeah, like I
what
don't know.
happened here?
Like I always in my mind I'm just like it would just be like a dope thing to just build a gnarly home. Like a gnarly neighborhood. Like even like I don't know. It is like a thing I just started thinking about like more and more as I get older. I'm like also I'm a fucking retard. I don't have like a retirement idea. Like I don't have a retirement plan. I am
Just
fucking
new
stupid.
retirement idea. Fucking start a commune at 30.
Yeah, it's just
Get
like
all get all the homies together. Be like, yo,
I-
everybody start the commune.
I
It's
had
time. We're
I had a
done.
401k at one point when I worked at Holy Spirit when I was 18, and then I fucking don't know what happened to it. Like I've never bothered looking up to see like and transfer any of my jobs. So like it's been years. Like I was like how many years? I didn't want to say the number. It's been years. Like
It's funny you say that because I don't even know. Usually they either pay you out when you leave the job, and it ends up in a final check form that gets either check to you or direct deposit, or it transfers over to another 401k if one's opened. But
I don't know. Dumb
that
me
all
has never
depends.
bothered with that shit because like I've always assumed I'm just gonna die. Like I was like I'm just gonna die before I can
401k, I'll be
retire.
dead, dude.
Yeah, I was
I'm
like, I
not.
literally like I get into those conversations all the time where people are like, you should invest in your retirement. And I'm like, I know this, but I also have like this sneaking suspicion that I'm not gonna get to enjoy retirement because like Social Security is not gonna be around for me until I'm like 70. And then at that point I just want to die anyway, so what the fuck?
Wait, isn't retirement 67 now or some shit?
For us,
Didn't they push it back?
it's technically 68, I think. I think it's 68, but it's still gonna move up. But like we're only 30, so like by the time we're 40, they can move it if they want. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah,
it
right.
can
Yeah, right.
change regardless. Like look at
Yeah. So
fucking Adam's work. Like they literally got rid of pensions the year after he started. So it's like if you're a new hire for the state, there's no real fucking purpose to work for him because it's not like you're getting anything out of all your years there.
no, yeah, I'm looking it up right now, real quick. The new deal is that basically, if you were born in 1958,
Hmm.
your retirement age is 66 years old and 8 months. So so this is interesting. And then 59, they decided to move it to 66 years old and 10 months. And then 1960 and later is 67 years old. And that is probably once again going to change, I bet.
Yeah, so like how are we to enjoy
Yep.
our years, you know what I'm saying? Like I don't know, I don't understand it. Like that's kind of why like I do feel dumb sometimes because it's like if I were smart and I would have invested as heavily into my shit as some people do, I could have retired at 50. But then again, like so what? Am I expected to keep that money for another like 40 years? Like how am I supposed to stretch that money out for well, even if at 50, so I'm supposed to stretch it out for another 16 years? That's a lot of time to not have income.
Well, you retire, but then you just get like a part-time job.
Oh, so you're still working then? But yeah, like I
Exactly.
don't
Yeah,
know. That
you're
just
never
seems
never
Yeah,
free.
but you're only you're working like a couple days a week
just for the benefits at that point.
There's no benefits. You're part
just for the
time.
benefits, and then the addition. Yeah, well, some places
Yeah,
might give
some
you
part times give you benefits. Like I
real
know,
little
like
bit stuff,
Walmart and
but
shit like
not
that.
much.
So what you? So
Wawa.
you
Re-
retire.
Really, it's just for an income.
So at this point, you're just fucking. You're telling me you're gonna big daddy it. You got a 4-year plan, and it involves working at fucking Hooters.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just retired. I've got a 4-year plan. I'm at Hooters, and I'm out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's just I don't know. I kind of started.
That's my plan.
I think about that sometimes. I'm just like, what the fuck, man? Like
Hey, I can retire before I turn 60, so
that's true, Adam. You will be hanging out with me as soon as you retire. We're golfing. I don't give a fuck. I probably won't have any money.
oh, at the day that I can retire, I'm gonna retire. Fuck that place.
Yeah,
I'm out.
I don't blame him.
I got 30 years left.
Perfect.
Yeah, that's
That's
all I'm
not
saying.
even.
Yeah.
That's not even that bad of a time frame. Fucking 30 years. Jesus
Honestly,
Christ.
realistically, it's probably
Somebody hit the
not.
lottery.
Well, because like you can only move up, Adam. Like that's the greatest
Right.
part about what you're doing now is like the people you're working for are gonna retire in like 5 years.
Maybe.
No, like
Probably
no,
less
like
than that.
for real
Or
though.
you could get fired.
No, that would never happen. They
Or
were
you
lied
No,
to.
they
get in a horrific car accident and never be able to work again.
Bullshit, dude. The state
no,
loves Crips.
well, hey, that's okay.
Yeah, then he
Yeah.
gets to live off
That's
the
all right.
system. Gets that
Yeah.
stimmy.
Stimmy.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah,
Nah,
shit.
you'll
I've
probably
took us
you'll
on
probably
such a
make it.
weird tangent. Tell us your poop story. I've realized I was
Fucking
like, David
right.
had a great story.
Fucking
I
right.
never got around to it.
Let's everybody lighten the mood.
Yeah,
Get ready
sorry.
for
Sorry I got
for
heavy on
story time.
everybody.
We'll get ready for story time. We'll really have a moment here. So it started off. I woke up, surprise, and then I woke up.
Bullshit.
I just, exactly. I'm trying to tell you this was not a dream,
This
but it
is
was
all a dream.
it was
This is
not a
all a
dream.
dream.
But in my life, this was like a dream to me. But I live in dreams. My life is a movie.
Mhm.
So I was with my brother Anthony and his friend Cody, and we decided that we were gonna run down to Hagerstown in Maryland.
Fuck yeah.
And we were like, okay, we're gonna go to like the Second and Charles down there, a GameStop down there. There's a couple cool things. We're gonna look at some pops. We're gonna look at some other shit, some books, everything else. Like Second and Charles has an amazing array of awesomeness all the time.
Yeah, they just have a bunch of random shit.
Yeah, it's like fuck it. We're gonna go down there instead of going to Harrisburg, and then they have a Golden Corral like right by it.
Oh Jesus.
So we're like, hell yeah, bitch, we're about to hit this Golden Corral. And then I forgot that last time I was there, which was only a week ago, there was a big carnival at the Hagerstown Mall, which is a pretty nice, like sizable mall. They took off the parking lot and like think of like any carnival we have around here, but it was about 4 times bigger. It was actually really nice.
Yeah, they do it
Bunch
up
of
down there.
Yeah, bunch of food vendors, really nice rides, everything else. Nothing seemed like you were gonna get on it and fucking die. So we're like, okay, you know what? We're gonna go to this because I didn't know it was still here. But first, we'll hit up Golden Corral, stuff our fucking faces, and then we'll hit the carnival. So we do our fucking shopping. We're bullshitting. We go over to Golden Corral. I think by like plate 2, right?
Mhm.
I was like, I wanted something a little sweet. So I kind of like stumble over to the dessert section, and Anthony's friend Cody comes up to me. He's like, hey, where's the bathroom in here? He's never been there. I was like, oh, it's, right down here on the right, and, wash your hands. That's all I said. And he goes, all right. And he goes to the bathroom, and he comes back like really quickly. And I was like, what, man? He's like, you're never going to believe this. I was like, okay. Did you, what? He goes, somebody shit on the floor. So I put my plate down on the brownies and started walking to the bathroom as fast as I could because I had to see it. I couldn't fucking believe it. I was like, yo, this is the shit that you hear about but you never see. A shit on the floor. So I went into the bathroom and I looked in the first stall, and sure enough, there was a fucking turd right on the floor by the toilet. So I looked, I laughed, I turned around, but then like in my mind, like, the synapses started firing. I was like, something's not right here. So like my Batman detective skills came on, and I looked at it again, and I noticed that there was a shit in the toilet and in the floor.
Oh my
So
god.
so somebody shit in the toilet or onto the floor and then like moved over to hit the toilet, and the poop was on the floor still, but this person was partially shamed by it because I noticed that the poop had been rolled and it was pushed under the toilet, like next to it and under it, not on like the floor where you could poop on the side.
So somebody was trying to hide their accident?
So this person pooped on the floor, rolled it, shit in the toilet. Here's the best part where the rest of my detective skills came in. There was no piss in the toilet nor toilet paper. So this person legitimately pooped and got up and walked the fuck out of the bathroom.
What the fuck?
So not only is that funny, and this is like a cool part where I'm just like, yo, somebody pooped on the floor and in the toilet, said no thank you, and got up and left. The next best part is I was like, okay, I have to tell somebody. So as soon as you get out of the bathroom, you huck a corner. There's a spot where like all the servers get the sodas and shit.
Yeah.
And they have like all these bowls and plates stacked up from the shit they just washed, and you can tell that that's where they have their restacking station. Then they put everything back out so everybody can get their shit.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, "Psst," and the guy looked at me. He's like, "What?" And I was like, "Psst." He's like, "Huh?" And I was like, "Psst, psst, come here." And he goes, "Oh." He comes over, and I was like, "Dude, you're not gonna believe this." And he's just sitting there with a plate in his hand. He's fucking Golden Crown employee. I was like,
Yeah.
"Yo, somebody shit on the floor." He goes, "Nuh-uh." I was like, "Yeah, man. Like the first stall there is a shit on the floor. I'm not even fucking with you." And he goes, no, seriously. I was like, yeah. He's like, this just happened yesterday.
Oh my god! There's a serial shitter.
What I said, I was like, you got a serial pooper. I was like, Frank Reynolds has been in your fucking restaurant twice.
Dude,
Somebody's just going in there and just shitting on the floor and leaving.
what the fuck? It's gotta be a deranged homeless person or something.
It's got to be something. I don't know what it is, but it's incredible because
Dude.
they have a serial pooper at Golden Corral just shitting on the floor.
That was happening at the Lowe's in Mechanicsburg for the longest time because Brian, my brother-in-law, worked there part-time in between like his one before he worked for the state. And like while he was working there, 3 days in a row, a person shit in an aisle.
Not in an aisle.
In an aisle, not even like
Oh
the
my
toilet
God.
section. Like he was saying like it would be like, you know where the fucking like doorknobs and shit are, like that
Yeah.
shit. Like he was like
Yeah.
literally, he was like it was like a foot long turd the first time. He's like it was like a foot long turd, and he was like, what the fuck? And then they were like clean it up, and he goes, fuck you, I ain't cleaning it up. And like so somebody else cleaned it up. The next day, a different aisle, and he was like, this time it was like fucking diarrhea, and he was like, what the fuck is happening? And and again they were like, clean it up, and he's like, fuck you, I'm not gonna clean that up. Like that is not what I'm here for. Like I'm in charge of like fucking lumber. Then the third day it happened, he was like 90% sure he caught the person doing it, and it was like a fucking like 7-year-old man, bald with like a long bushy white beard, who just straight up pulled down his pants and just dropped the biggest deuce on the fucking floor and made eye contact with Brian. And Brian literally took his vest off, went up to the counter and said, fuck this, I quit. And straight up quit. Because he was like, what the fuck? Like, he called, like, he was asked him too. He's like, are we going to call the cops on this dude? Because, like, this guy's just done this 3 days in a row. And they were just like, there's nothing we can do about it. He goes, what the fuck do you mean there's nothing you can do about it? Like, this dude's defecating in aisles for no reason. Like, I don't know the end result because literally Brian quit that day. He was like, I ain't doing this shit. Fuck this. I'd rather be unemployed. I was like, God damn. People are
That's
savages,
so
man.
awesome. Yeah,
That's-
that just makes me think of all the YouTube videos I've watched of people just pooping in public and like kicking it out of their pant leg and shit.
Oh,
I
Like,
don't
yeah.
get it.
did you see that video of that homeless guy that pooped in the mop bucket?
No, I need
All right,
to
I'll
now.
send it
That
right
sounds.
now. I will
That
send it
sounds
to you right now.
awesome.
It's incredible. The guy is mopping the floor in the subway. The homeless guy just pulls up behind him, squats down, takes a shit in the mop bucket. The guy turns around and is like, what the fuck are you doing? And the homeless guy gets pissed at him for stopping his poop.
That's fucked, but that's also funny.
I'm ready for that. That sounds incredible.
Hold on.
Dude, what is wrong with people? Like I never understand. It's like the same as like the people shit on the rim, like of the toilet seat. Like
Like
how,
the back of it. Like
yeah,
the
like how do
back.
you do that?
Yeah.
Like
I
how
don't
do you
know.
do that? Cuz like when I sit down, my asshole is hovering over the bowl in the water. Like even if I'm hovering, like say I don't want to sit on the toilet seat and I for some reason they don't have the seat covers, or like they don't have like toilet paper that I can wipe off the rim, because like apparently I'm a fucking weird that I do that. I've told people at work, like I wipe down the toilet seat before I sit on it because I don't want
Fair
people's
enough.
pubes or piss on my fucking ass or balls.
Oh, I do too. And then I still nest it.
Yeah, and I still like I make sure to sit as far back as I can with my asshole pointed at the water so I can just drop into the water. I'm like, if the water splashes and hits my butthole, I know I had a good poop. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just one of those things I just don't like. I don't know.
Yep.
I never understand these people that just are fucking monsters. like it's just wrong.
Adam, what?
Oh,
This
do you
can't-
post it in
Yep.
here?
This is not in America.
Yeah.
It can't be what just happened. This
No,
is
that's in New York.
City.
That's in fucking New York City.
All right, hold on. I gotta watch this on my phone because I can't.
Yo, he gets so mad. He just almost gets into a fight. He just gets up so quick. He's like, "Oh my god, I have to shit," and he's just like, "Mop bucket." And all those people openly see it. Yeah, I like that guy.
Oh,
he just
yeah.
points. He just points. He's like, "Oh, right here, right here."
It's like, oh, he's shitting.
Yo, this dude straight up threw his mop.
Yeah, he just grabbed it. And he's
Yeah.
all right,
Yeah, and
this
this guy
is
knows. He's like, I don't get paid enough to give a shit about somebody shitting in my
Yep.
mop bucket. I'm
He's
leaving.
just
I'm a-
like, oh fuck it, yeah.
I'm gonna be honest. Like, if that, like, here's the thing. This may be me moving to Texas, coming out. This may be because now I'm becoming more red man. I will realize my liberal isn't liberal anymore because
When people are
I've
shitting
seen
in
the
the
liberal
subway.
side of the world, like the West Coast liberals ruin stuff, and then me being now I'm finding not even right. I'm in the middle because I look at it. I'm like, the fact that a homeless person was allowed in the subway and was allowed to take a shit on
Yeah, he probably lives there.
yeah, he lives there. I was like, why is he allowed to live there? I'm like, fucking take them and put them somewhere. Like, make a fucking facility for these people who are clearly mentally insane. I don't get it, man. I don't get why
Yeah.
we just
He
let
might
homeless
not.
people exist.
He may not even be mentally insane. He may just be a guy who openly lives on the street and just needed to take a shit. And he was
Yeah.
like, "That looks like a toilet."
No, dude, you're deranged if you fucking are like that. Like, if you're like that, you literally need more help than like I can think of. And people may fucking hate on me for saying this, but I'm like, literally, if I ever get to the point where I fucking have to beg for money or beg for food, I better fucking step into traffic and die because I'd rather that than beg. I'm like,
Listen, he
fuck
ain't. Listen,
that.
he ain't begging. He's just shitting.
I know, but I'm saying like I just
Yeah.
I don't get the idea of homeless. Like, and I get it like maybe as a substance problem, but fuck that. Like, there has to be a better system. Like, I see it here in Texas all the time where people are just like fucking with tents, hanging out under bridges, and I'm like, why is this allowed? Like, why is my money going towards these people's tents and
I
like
mean,
not
you know,
like I just don't get it.
you could also find some good denim under the bridge.
Denim chicken. No, I don't know.
Denim chicken.
It's just one of these things. Like, I don't know. I literally think since moving to Texas and I get to see how, like, how in every major city here the homeless are treated like better than most citizens. It's fucking mind blowing, and I'm like, dude, they're not contributing to society, and like some of them probably have mental problems. Why aren't we helping them with mental problems instead of handing them fucking tents and water? Like, fuck that.
No, you can't be. No, they be giving out too much for that shit. Can't get behind it. I'm not with it for the homeless people. I mean, they should get some type of help, but nobody's trying to like give them a job and get them anywhere. So
That's what I'm saying. Like,
there's
people
nothing you can do with them.
they'd rather just like let them shit and piss in the street and then like also let like all the garbage and shit that they make. And like also there's like Adam, you remember I don't know if you saw or if we saw like the people that stand on the corner, like the cracked out people on the corner by like the down the road from us. Like those
Yeah, I
motherfuckers.
remember I said that lady had a crack belly.
Yeah, she did. She
The
did.
first time I drove by her, she had a crack belly.
Yeah, dude. Oh my god. Like they've gotten even
understand.
crazier. Like that dude's sitting out there
You
with
know
like
exact-
a dog.
Yep, I understand.
Yeah.
When
Yo,
you say crack belly, everyone knows what that means.
dude, there's like an old Home Depot that's like closed down and shit, and they break into it,
Mhm.
and they have like little shanties built out front of it, and then like you'll like occasionally see like a Dodge Charger roll up there. One of them walk up to the window and walk away, and I'm like, okay, well that person just bought drugs, and like, fuck, and we're just not gonna do anything about it. Okay, that's fine. I was like, I guess that's just fine. Like, I don't know. Like, I don't get it.
Yeah, the drug community
It's-
unfortunately has ruined the Challenger and the Charger because anybody
know.
under the age of 40 driving a Challenger or a Charger in
It's all black.
in any
murdered out.
particular neighborhood that and that's exactly what I want.
I know.
So I can't so I can't ride around and be like, hey man, you got drugs? Be like, no.
No, I just have a Charger. I like the car.
Yeah, like I got a Dodge Challenger all murdered out. It's cool. Like you listen to some loud music, they'd be like, I know, because it's cool. Like you need to get out.
You need to get out. I know you're dealing. You're like, I'm not doing I'm not doing that shit. Like, I just
I only
like the
deal
car.
on Wednesdays and Saturdays. It's Friday.
Yeah, and if anything, it's it's not my fault. No, it's just like funny. Like, I don't know. I just
I am a victim of the system.
yeah. It's not my fault. Like, nah.
It's not my fault.
It was just funny. Like, I don't know. I just dude, I can't believe that homeboy just shit in a bucket. That literally reminds me of Vegas. I told you guys the story about when Chelsea and I went to Vegas like 2 years into us dating. And we went to Old Vegas, like the original town of Las Vegas, because what
Oh,
everybody
right.
knows is Las Vegas isn't actually Las Vegas, and then the old
Yeah.
casinos and shit are like 3 miles away, and you go there, and it's like it's like stepping into a time machine. But between there and Vegas, is like 3 miles of like ran down businesses. And when we took a cab down there, it was like $30. And like at the time, I maybe made $600 a month. And I was like, I don't have enough money to take a taxi back, so we're gonna walk the 3 miles in the desert. And we're walking back, and like we start jaywalking because again, there's lights, but nobody's around there. It's just fucking shanties and boarded up buildings. And this is like 2014. And then like these fucking crackhead ladies walking with like one shoe on and like in like summer dresses, and they have missing teeth, yell at Chelsea and I like, they take jaywalking serious around here. And we look at them like, shut the fuck up, and kept walking. And then we get to this one store, and there's this old black man, like the old black man from It's Always Sunny, just chilling. And he just stands up, pulls down his pants, and just starts shitting. Like standing and shitting. And I smelled it, and I looked at him, and I made eye contact with him, and he made eye contact with me. And then Chelsea just goes, smells like shit. And then like didn't realize that this dude straight up right next to us is just duking. I was like, we need to get the fuck out of here. We two-timed that step. We went Billy Blank's double time to get the fuck out of there.
Oh, bye-bye.
Yeah, that
I'm
shit was
getting outta
gnarly.
here.
I was like, oh my god. It was a fucking nightmare. But hey,
That sounds fucking awesome, though.
if there's one thing I've learned from today's episode, it's that apparently I'm old and I have the weirdest like obsession with being like, yeah, I want like lifetime friendship to just fucking encompass like us doing stupid shit when we're old. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like just like literally just being like, all right, we're gonna just go on an adventure in our fucking own backyard and like get fucked up and let our kids play. That's just my goal. And apparently that I'm becoming more like Republican by living here, just because I don't know. I just get sick of the super liberal mindset, I think, the older I get, because I apparently like because because I'm so old school, I guess, in my mind of like being confused on like the randomness of LGBTQ. Is that how you say it? I feel like an
Sure,
asshole
whatever.
saying it. I don't mean to offend people, but
Yeah.
I just don't get it. Like
Fend away.
no, it's just one of these things I'm starting to realize. Like the one thing that kind of like broke my brain is I heard about this recently this year in Texas. There's a lesbian festival, right? In Austin.
Right.
Only
Awesome.
lesbians.
Mhm.
Literally girls who like girls are only people allowed.
That's
Trans
what's up.
women wanted to go, and the lesbian said no. So the LGBTQ community started shit talking these lesbians, being like, you're not all encompassing. And they're like, we're not into guys that transition to women. We're into women that are women. And I don't understand why, if you're like supposed to be an all encompassing group, would you attack like an all lesbian group? Like, why can't people just like people that they like and be like how they
What do you
want
mean,
to be? Like, you know what I mean?
you
Like,
mean let you live?
yeah, like why give a fuck?
No.
Like
Yeah.
I don't care if you want cock or pussy. Like I don't care if you identify as cock or pussy. Like just don't be an asshole. Like I guess that's like the lesson. Or if you're gonna be an asshole, at least be a funny asshole, because that's the only time it
Listen,
matters.
there's also parts of
Sorry,
that
this is
community.
triggering and hot buttony for people who
But
might and probably won't ever hear this or listen and will attack me.
That's-
I don't give a fuck. Go ahead, attack me.
that's fine. They can come. I've got these hands that rated E for everybody. They buy one get one free.
Yeah,
But I got BOGO on these hands, motherfucker.
comes with a battle pass. Not like
That's right. Season pass. What's up, dog?
Mhm.
But no, they also will openly attack people in their own community because like there's celebrities that are like, by the way, I'm gay. They're like, motherfucker, we've known that for years, and you cause so much hurt and pain by not telling everyone you're gay sooner. And you're like, I don't think that's for you to decide. They're like, yeah, well, guess what?
Yeah.
We're
Yeah,
telling you, you should have came out sooner to help your community. It was like, well, how the turntables.
yeah. Like I just
Yeah.
think literally. I think I feel bad. I say literally a lot, but I think in my honest opinion, I think social media and people have developed an unhealthy obsession with either being right or like not, and I don't mean like right winging. I mean like thinking like what I think is correct, and that I should judge everybody to the same standard that I have. And it's like, but standards are developed because of like a thing. Like a standard would be saying like vanilla ice cream is boring. That's a standard. People think vanilla ice cream's
Fuck
boring.
you.
I like vanilla ice cream. I literally
Fuck
always
you
buy
if you
it.
say that.
No, but you know what I mean. So like that's
I'm not
like a
saying you,
common.
and I'm saying people in general.
Oh yeah.
If you
But
say vanilla ice cream is basic, fuck you.
that's what hey,
I've said my
I'm in that
piece.
camp. It's people like saying like chocolate ice cream versus vanilla ice cream, and like in my mind, I'm like, all right, that's fine. Like, how about we just like ice cream? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like, how about we just say in general we
Bingo.
like ice cream, and not give a fuck that
Bingo.
it's vanilla or chocolate. Like, it's still ice cream. It's still amazing. Like, why do we care if it's vanilla or chocolate? And it's like I don't like that person because they like chocolate ice cream. It's like, why do you care? You're not the one eating chocolate ice cream. So why the fuck do you care? Like
Yeah, true.
that's literally like what it is. It's like I'm not a fan of raw sushi, but I'm not gonna look at somebody who eats raw sushi and be like, they shouldn't be allowed to eat raw sushi because I don't like it. Like that's so fucking stupid. Like why does it matter? It's not my fault. Like if they get food poisoning from it, that's on them. Like I'm not gonna get it because I don't eat it. Like it's just so funny. Like ah.
I don't know.
And that's
I'm
why
with you, but
that's why I'm from Texas now. Because I like my sushi and I don't give a fuck about your sushi or ice cream
There you go.
flavor.
I feel you. At
But
least this is a lot better. I feel like Texas is more open. At least they're
literally,
honest.
no, I will be honest. Like I have yet to run into an issue of giving a fuck about people here. Like in the sense of like we went to a meetup group and played volleyball with strangers. Not one of them like asked me what I do for a living, who I voted for, what sex I identify as, if I like pussy or cock, or gave a fuck about anything besides the idea of let's play volleyball.
Yeah, just bitch, you want to play volleyball or not?
They didn't give a fuck about anything else. And then they're like, I don't know, they just didn't care. Like, and people here are generally like that. Like, I go to bars, like we go to the cidercade, nobody gives a fuck. They're just there to ball it up and have a good time, drink beer and like chill and eat delicious food. Like I've not had like a confrontation in a public place. Now driving is a total different story because it's fucking nightmare driving here because it's just people literally there's driving schools every block because people are so bad at driving. It's impressive. Like remember that car we saw, Adam, that truck that ramped up over a car into a ditch?
Yeah, it split that car in half.
Literally split a car in half.
Sick.
David, it was a straight road. I don't know
That's so
how it
sick.
happened.
Yeah, I don't understand.
I do not understand how it happened, but it did. And we drove by, and when we were gone for 10 minutes, came back, it was clear. They got it out of there. I
Yeah.
don't
That's
understand it.
That's so awesome. That's like the story. I think you remember me telling you the story when I was driving by Cumberland Valley High School coming from my house. I think I was actually heading to your place,
Mhm.
and I told you that one car hit another, but I didn't see it. But legitimately, the one car was completely on top of the other car and had ramped up on the other car. It was
I
a
remember, yeah, you
sedan
were
on
on.
top of a fucking sedan.
Yeah, you were on our way to our place, and you were like, "I
Yeah.
don't." You're like, "I didn't see it, but I saw the aftermath, and I was confused." And
Yeah,
I am too,
like
because it's a straight road. It's literally
didn't
the
make
straightest road in Central PA. I swear to God, like you can not touch the steering wheel for fucking 8 miles of that road
yeah.
and not have a problem.
Well, and the crazy thing is, like every time I think about, it, I'm like, yo, it's not like it was a head-on collision where the one just rolled over the other. It was two sedans where one hit the one in the back, and then
And then
somehow the
ended up
one
on top.
behind got up on fucking top and looked like some kid was stacking fucking Hot Wheels. I was like, yo,
Yeah.
awesome.
It's
This
45
is so
too, so
cool.
you're kind of like, how? Like you just like
Yeah.
it just leaves you like wondering like
Yeah.
what is happening. But yeah, I mean, seriously, shit happens literally and sometimes on the floor.
Yeah, in Golden Corrals.
Yep. All right, baby. This was just another day with
David.
he's pulling
Adam?
up. I was sitting
Mhm.
here going like, did his internet shit that bad? Please,
No,
God,
drama.
no.
Drama was coming.
Sorry. Here, I'll do my drama. Elliot.
Blow.
Bam! Sprinkle some salt on that one.
That's
All right,
right.
we'll catch them on the flip side. I'm not editing any of this. Everybody gets to hear my liberal rant. They get to hear
Yeah,
my
go raw.
homeless issues, and then they hear about poop. So that's just the way it's gonna be.
The show has ended. The show has ended. It's just another day.
I I feel like we touched a lot of topics today.
And I feel like I feel like I've touched your children, and I feel like they've touched me. That's my favorite line from fucking School of Rock.